One day at the Magic Castle, the world's greatest magician was sitting across the card table from the world's greatest gambler. And Vernon says to Tony, he says, "Hey, can I show you a card trick?" Tony says, "Sure, why not?" He says, "Okay, now look, Tony." He says, "I'm going to show you something with these tens." He said, "Now look, you know that there's only two ways to turn cards over. One way is like this, the other way is like this. That's the only two ways, Tony." And he says, "And if you leave the card face down, for example on the bottom, if you leave it face down, then it stays face down until you turn it back over." He says, "Isn't that right, Tony?" Tony says, "Yeah." He says, "But watch this." He says, "I found out a way I can make those cards turn over without doing that." He says, "I don't have to turn them from side to side." He said, "Look, the only one left is the 10 of hearts. But if I wait a second, I can count it, and the 10 of hearts turns over, and the 10 of diamonds turns back." He said, "What do you think of that, Tony?" Tony said, "That's not a very good trick, Vernon. I wouldn't ever do that again." He says, "As a matter of fact, in my opinion," he said, "cards are meant for one thing, and that's gambling." He said, "How about we play one hand of poker?" Vernon says, "Sure, why not?" So he pulls out a $20 bill, and Tony put down $20. He says, "All right, let's play." Vernon picks up the deck, and he deals out Tony's hand. He says, "All right, Tony, here's your hand. 6, 7, 8, 9, and a king of clubs." So Vernon picked up his hand of the tens, and he looks at them, and he says, "I'll play these." And as he goes to set them down on the table, he sneaks the card into his palm, and he comes over and adds that to the top of the deck as he picks the deck up. He says, "How many cards do you want, Tony?" Tony said, "I'll take one," and he got rid of the king of clubs. Vernon snapped that 10 of diamonds off the top of the deck, and Tony's eyes got real big. He got so excited he forgot that he had seen the tens over here. And he started to grab for the money, and Vernon says, "Wait a minute, Tony, wait a minute. Don't I get to play my hand? Don't I get to play my cards?" And he says, you can't beat that straight flush." And he says, "I don't know about that." He said, "It looks to me like my ace, king, queen, jack, 10 beat your 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And he grabbed the money and he ran out of the castle doors.